people who are in career transition. They're looking for work. There are a lot of people who are newcomers here to Canada, and so consequently, I do help them navigate the Canadian employment landscape. And one of the things that I do is I help them with their job search strategies using AI. And it is a very effective tool to be able to search for jobs. And what I use, the type of prompting style that I use, is based on data science chunking. And I only give the AI model very focused pieces of information in a sequence. Because think of it this way. Let's say you have a book that is 1,000 pages in length. I tell you to read that book in 1 minute and then give me a synopsis of everything that you've learned in that book. That is similar to when you overload the AI in one chat with too much information. It doesn't know where to look. It starts to become scattered. And then that's when you have hallucinations or errors. And so with my prompting technique in the chunking and only giving it very specific information at a time, it takes it into memory. I've reached the point, and I can prove this, I have 0 hallucinations at all in every single project that I have undertaken. And that is an ambitious statement. Yes, some people may think, oh, that's impossible. I have the proof. But what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to be showing, there's a lot of people here who are looking for work, how to efficiently search for jobs according to your particular job title. Now, I'm connected with a lot of people in the recruiting and HR space. And what has happened is that companies have become rather creative, the HR departments rather creative in the style of their job titles. So and I'll show you an example here. I'm just going to log in. And thank you to the volunteers, Shashank, Maria, and just a second here. I'm just going to log in. I'm getting a little distracted. So this is an example of my initial prompt, and I'm designating it as a research, an expert in research. And I get ambitious when I start describing as to who I want that AI persona to be. And then I give it a next prompt. It's now a human resources business partner. It has this grand level of expertise. So now it's taken that into memory. And the first resume that I uploaded, oh, Kashali, thank you so much. If you're here, there she is. Thank you, Kashali. And this is an example of titles. So I've uploaded her resume. Now the AI, I'm telling it, it's a consultant. It has a different level of expertise that I've assigned it. And so now I've told it that it has a new client, and the 2 titles that Kushali is looking for is ML engineer, and another title would be AI engineer. Now these, I've told the AI to go and search for the position descriptions that are similar to Kashali's resume. And the titles are different to what she's looking for. So if she's searching for an ML engineer, there could be different titles: machine learning developer, AI developer, applied machine engineer, data scientist, machine learning scientist, AI analyst, deep learning engineer. So there's all these various titles that have position descriptions that are very similar to Kashali's resume containing her level of expertise. So now that it's listed all those various titles, I've now instructed the AI to search for all open jobs, job postings online using the titles it has mentioned, and to focus on the location of here in Calgary. The office would be in-office, hybrid, or remote, and any industry. I could get more specific, Kashali could get more specific on the type of industry she's focusing on, or if she's open to relocating, and give it more detail in that search prompt. So now, here's the first position, and Kashali, Maria, and Shashank, I will give you these outputs because these are fresh openings, job openings, and you can look at those openings and apply if you feel that it's a fit for you. So here's one at Open House AI in Calgary. And what I'm discovering is that there are companies here in Calgary that I'm completely unaware that they exist. I've never heard of them. Yet, if you go online, look at their website, it's a valid company. And we think of the traditional companies like TELUS or ATB or any of the banks. There are so many other companies here in Calgary that exist that are just flying under the radar. There's Amplifier Health. A good one is Stantec. I know that one. Clio, I know that one. Affirm. There's another one, Cenozon. AMD, Shift Accounting, Relic Technologies. So that is Kashali's output. So now she has open positions that she can now go and investigate the position descriptions and see if there's a fit, and if so, she can customize her resume and then apply. Now here we go into Maria, data engineer. And what are some titles? And there is a list. It gives various different titles, and the position descriptions are relatively the same. And then search for all job openings. Again, Calgary, in office, hybrid, or remote, industry, any. And here we go, Arena. It's in Calgary. I've never heard of them, but here's a company that she can research. LodgeLink, Insight Global, J&M Group. Some of these, there's a good one at Helsum. Right there. Again, Arena, Clio, they seem to be hiring. There's a few positions. And here we go with Shashank. And Shashank is looking for project management, associate decision analytics. These are the past position, current and past or the prior positions that he's held.
I thought he'd look for vice president.
Pardon?
I thought he'd want to be a vice president.
Yeah. Upon your recommendation, Yogi.
Yeah.
So here are target roles that Shawshank can look at. So there's project management, senior solutions analyst, there's delivery manager, scrum manager. There's an entire list of positions here that he can look at. These are the titles. Again, that brings in Shawshank's skill set and his past experience according to the position description. And so again, gave it the instruction, search for all open postings, location, Calgary, the office, in-office, hybrid, remote, industry, any. And then here we go, there's one at Canadian Cancer Society, and this one actually listed all the salaries. Project manager, the building technologies consulting, Enbridge, there's one at Enbridge, BTG Group, Alberta Petroleum Marketing Commission, TransAlta, and also Nutrien, WestJet, Neo Financial. So, this was in the paid account. Now when we go to the unpaid account, this is the free account, we get some fairly decent results. So again, it's unnecessary. I use the same prompts. And uploaded the same information. And here are all equivalent or similar job titles. And it's returning some fairly decent results. And again, and here we have Clio. We had Clio on the previous result. And we're getting similar companies, Alta ML, similar companies. So again, it's just showing that it's unnecessary to really go that far, depending on the use case of what it is that you want to do in order to, whether you want a paid account. The paid account also has the option of deep research. But for the purpose of job searching, it's unnecessary to have a paid account because you can still get fairly decent results, and it does streamline that process, and it does bring to the forefront positions that you may not have been aware of and companies. So then you can start reaching out and developing relationships at those companies.